Hello guys, it's Natalia. Today we're taking a look at the Nitro 16 and the Nitro 17, Acer's new, well, Nitro 5s really, announced this January at CES. You can still expect the Nitro's fair price point and reliable gaming performance, but now with even more power and a funky new holographic design. They're named the 16 and 17 respective of their screen size, and at first I was like, that's not much difference. I wonder why they've chosen those two sizes. But it's not just the display, they are also fairly different models. The 17-inch is packing Intel's 13th generation i7 processor, a 17.3-inch display, 16:9 aspect ratio and QHD resolution. So that's one. The 16-inch is sporting AMD up to a Ryzen 7, a 16-inch display with a 16:10 aspect ratio and a it's still Quad HD but with extra height. So really there's two routes. You have Intel and a widescreen display, or AMD and a 16:10. That's a hard choice. It feels like just yesterday we got the huge Nitro update for 2022. So what has changed since then? The big thing is the inclusion of Nvidia's 40 series graphics cards. They use the new Ada Lovelace architecture, and the performance leap for this generation is crazy. Massively improved frame rates with the help from DLSS 3.0, speedy rendering and beautiful ray tracing. And the maximum graphics power of the Nitro has been increased to 140 watts, meaning it will make full use of the total graphics power of the GPU. Right now, it's not exactly known which cards will be in the laptops, just the 40 series of some kind. If that's changed by the time I'm editing this, I will include it now. Wow, what an unexpected or expected turn of events. They'll also have Nvidia's Advanced Optimus, which operates like an automatic mux switch, dynamically changing in between your discrete and your integrated graphics to give better battery life when you're not doing gaming related games. In both versions of the Nitro, the 16 or the 17, we can expect crazy power from both the CPU and whichever GPU Nvidia decide to bless us with. So we gotta keep this baby cool. We have the same cooling system as before with dual fans and a healthy amount of air intake vents. I was happily impressed with the cooling on the Nitro last year. I kept it on default mode, I didn't have to go up to turbo, but it never felt hot to the touch. And this year they've added in liquid metal thermal grease for more efficient heat transfer from the CPU to keep it running even cooler. The cooling can be monitored alongside a total of 5 different performance modes. I had no idea there could be so many. There's eco, quiet, balanced, performance and turbo. If anyone can even think of a sixth one, I will give you a prize. I will give you the Nitro. I cannot give you the Nitro. There's great memory options in the Nitro and an increase in SSD storage, a hefty 2 TB of fast NVMe. The display is one of the biggest decisions you'll have to make when choosing which Nitro, aside from the processor, and really it comes down to personal preference. Both have Quad HD resolutions and a rapid fast 165Hz screen. So do you prefer the larger 17-inch display or the elongated 16-inch, and better use of the screen space when you're doing day-to-day tasks? That is up to you, so good luck. There's Wi-Fi 6E and killer Ethernet to prioritize your game traffic, and an excellent selection of ports. We have a couple welcome inclusions since last year's model, an extra USB Type-C at the back alongside the HDMI, the power input, which makes for great cable management. I love having all these bulky cables at the back. When I'm gaming, I want everything to be like relatively neat and tidy around the sides because I'm already stressed out enough as it is. I don't want big cables getting in the way. I'm not very good. Cables will impede my gaming. I've not even talked about the design yet. What is wrong with me? I thought, after last year, I thought that's it. That's good. The Nitro has had its redemption arc, it's had its glow up. It looks better than I ever could have imagined. But now, it's better again. Last year's multicolored racing stripes on the back have been subtly rearranged into an N-shaped contour, and as someone with little to no relation to the letter N, hello guys, it's Natalia. I personally just think it's like a really cool concept, so don't change it, Acer. And years after the release of the Nitro line, we finally have an official logo. Those with a keen eye might have already spotted a familiar face. Half of a familiar face, as half of the Predator logo is the shape of an N. What a happy little accident. And while I love the nod to Predator, and the fact that the Nitro is similar in terms of design now, but it's more accessible, more affordable as a gaming device, it should not be confused as just half a Predator. It is powerful stuff, and the design honestly feels really cool. It's high-end, but rather than the minimal stripped-back style, it's a bit more fresh face with more personality. And you still get some of the luxury touches with the angular design, the improved screen to body ratio, and 4-zone RGB backlighting. which I don't have the software to play around with yet because it's just been released. Sorry. This one is an engineering sample, so no notes on the battery life, and I can't do game testing on it as of yet. But let me know if you'd like to see that. All in all, it's been a subtle but smart refresh this year. Crazy performance increases can be expected from the latest hardware, and refining the design choices from last year give it a really funky new look. And we have liquid metal cooling, all in one of the most affordable entryways into PC gaming. That's really impressive. The Nitro is set to release in June, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But what do you think of the new Nitro 16 and 17 down below? My brain still wants to say Nitro 5, that's going to take some getting used to. Also, we should have a proper version of it soon, so let me know if you'd like to see any kind of gameplay, benchmarking, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Andy. This year, MSI launches a brand new gaming laptop, the Cyborg 15. Made to express a futuristic fashion style, the Cyborg 15 debuted with a newly designed body, a chamfer corners, metallic cover side embedded with translucent parts around the chassis, and futuristic geometric lines. Protruded design at the top of the frame for more convenience on one-handed opening and closing. The words True Gaming and C15 are also drawn on the bottom of the chassis, making a low-profile statement of the true gaming spirit. The Cyborg 15 has portable chassis. The 15.6-inch chassis with less than 2 kg makes it easy to go, which is perfect for those who travels a lot, like students. The CPU applies up to Intel Core i7 processor and up to NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 graphics. The memory has 2 slots with up to 64GB capacity and 1 PCIe Gen 4 storage slot. This time, the RTX 40 series get huge performance enhancement in game FPS. For Cyborg 15 with RTX 4060 graphics, it gets 106 frames per second in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 86 FPS in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, 70 FPS in Cyberpunk with ray tracing on Plus DLSS, and could fulfill most of the AAA game titles. Cyborg 15 provides all the essential I/O ports, supporting 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A, 1 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type C with DisplayPort, HDMI, Gigabit Ethernet for stable connection, Kensington lock to avoid being stolen, and audio combo jack. As Cyborg 15 supports HDMI and USB Type C with DisplayPort, it offers up to 2 extra displays, so you can enjoy the game while searching the game walkthrough or streaming. MSI has also decorated the WASD keys, arrow keys, and power keys with translucent keycaps and special design icons, allowing players to control and react more quickly and accurately during games, and also while taking the sci-fi mechanical style of the machine to a higher level. In addition, Cyborg 15 integrates full-sized arrow key and independent number pad, which greatly enhances the convenience while playing some games or doing daily works. The function keys also add convenience to enhance your gaming experience. Press function key with F7 to quickly switch to performance level. Press function key with up arrow to enable the cooler boost and get better cooling and higher performance. Press the function key with down arrow to enable the crosshair. The crosshair will be right in the middle of your screen to better aim the enemies in FPS games. In MSI Center General Settings, you could also customize your crosshair to ideal color and position. In the default settings, press function plus F1 to F12 hotkey to launch these features. If you'd like to set F1 to F12 as the default, just press the function key plus the escape key. Then in the future, without pressing function, just press F1 to F12 to launch these functions. In addition, the large touchpad with smooth and responsive fingertip control, enabling you to swipe the finger without boundary. For more tips about touchpad, please click the link above for more information. As a reminder, before turning on the laptop, connect it to the adapter first to disable the factory shipping mode, which could prevent the power being turned on accidentally during transportation. And to have a more immersive and lifelike gaming experience, the sound software Nahimic helps you hear the superior positional audio with your Bluetooth speaker. And first, connect and position your Bluetooth speaker behind you, then sync latency between the front and Bluetooth speakers. Next, adjust the volume of each speaker. In this way, you could enjoy a more immersive surround sound even if you don't have a high-end speaker system. To have best performance level in your laptop, there are several settings that you could do before playing. Before starting, make sure the laptop is connected to the adapter to get full power during the gameplay. First, launch MSI Center, go to User Scenario, and choose Extreme Performance. If it's in silent mode or super battery mode, the laptop will stay in low performance to lower the fan noise or extend the battery life. Thus, it may slow down the system speed. If you'd like to manually adjust the GPU performance, click the setting, then you could overclock the GPU and VRAM to get higher performance. In addition, click the fan speed. You could enable the cooler boost to maximize the fan speed so that the system temperature will remain lower and be stable during intense usage. Of course, you could also manually adjust the fan speed according to your preference. Furthermore, you could also free up the cache from system. Find system diagnosis, press clean up disk, and free up memory. These will release unused space to accelerate the system speed. At last, find power and battery setting in system. Choose best performance in power mode. After doing these settings, you will get the best gaming performance. I hope this video could help you understand more about the brand new MSI Cyborg 15. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Clark, and I'm here to introduce you to the latest and greatest from the Acer Chromebook lineup, the Acer Chromebook 516 GE, a Chromebook built for gaming, with a few quirks you're going to want to pay attention to. There are many ways why this isn't your typical Chromebook, and why it seriously holds its own on the gaming front. But first, we have to look at the display, which uses a 120Hz WQXGA panel with a color-rich 100% sRGB color gamut. The Chromebook 516 GE also supports up to 120 frames per second, which is perfect alongside NVIDIA GeForce Now's top-tier membership. But more on exactly why in just a bit. The point is, as long as you have a decent internet connection and own the game, you'll see just how this Chromebook is truly a game changer. Next up is the 12th gen Intel Core processor. This particular CPU comes from the P series and happens to be quite good when it comes to video decoding, which is also good for playing PC games through Steam on Chrome OS Beta using this Chromebook. This performance is further enhanced with the RJ45 2.5G Ethernet LAN port, and Acer has the only gaming Chromebook with this. With LAN, connections are likely to be more stable so that you can enjoy uninterrupted cloud gaming for as long as you deem fit. Now, no gaming PC would be complete without some RGB. The keyboard does have a predefined 4-zone color option, where you can select from one of 7 colors or a predefined 4-zone color option. When set, and you decide to jump into a game, you'll also benefit from the anti-ghosting, so that the keyboard will register every press without skipping a beat. In addition to the keyboard, if we peek at the sides, we can see more ports that are mostly absent on other Chromebooks. This is convenient if you want to use your own set of peripherals, such as a USB headset, gamepad, or keyboard. Or even better, make use of Acer's gaming peripherals, which are certified by Works with Chromebooks, a controller, headset, and mouse. And at just 1.7 kg, it's quite light for a 16-inch PC. Finally, let's look at the sound. Most laptops top out at 2 speakers, but here we have 4, with 2 facing upwards and the other 2 facing downwards. On top of this, DTS Audio also rectifies any issues, such as distortions, from affecting your overall enjoyment of the sound. Once you're ready to start, it's time to redeem your perks through Google, and it couldn't be any easier. To get 3 months of NVIDIA GeForce Now's highest tier membership for free, do the following. On your Acer Chromebook 516 GE, simply visit their site, go through the straightforward process they've laid out, and access NVIDIA GeForce Now's top-tier cloud gaming service and others that may apply to your purchase of Acer Chromebook 516 GE. This will give you access to thousands of games. With all that said about the Chromebook itself, what about finding and playing your games? Couldn't be any easier. Just navigate from the home screen to your game in seconds. Discover and launch games with the Everything button. Just tap, search, and you're all set. Whether you've been using Chromebooks for a long time and are looking for the next evolution, or if you want to dive headfirst into cloud gaming with one of the most reliable devices around, the Acer Chromebook 516 GE delivers in every way you need.
Don't give up now, yeah, you gotta climb. But we give it to all until the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. Till the end of time. They kick me round, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down. We going in rounds. Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roots too deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end of time.